So the question is, can C3.AI make you a millionaire? Well, if you had $250,000 and price retested its all-time high at 180, yes, it could make you a millionaire. Or if you have $250,000 to plump into the stock and the stock rose to $80, yes, you would be a millionaire. But most people don't have thousands of dollars to put in one stock. So, is it realistic? Can the average investor become a millionaire if they invested in 3D.AI? Let's get into this article from the Motley Fool. Could C3.AI stock help you become a millionaire? So C3.AI has been a volatile and divisive stock ever since it went public in late 2020. It IPO'd at $42 and the stock quadrupled, hitting an all-time high of 177 that same month. Investors were initially drawn by its rapid revenue growth and catchy ticker symbol, which I think is bomb ass AI. At its peak, C3.AI enterprise value hit 16.7 billion or 91 times the revenue it would actually generate in fiscal 2021. That valuation became unsustainable as its growth cooled off. As a result, C3.AI stock plummeted to $11 by the end of 2022. However, since this year, it is up, quadrupling as high as $44. However, nearly all that growth has been on the AI frenzy, as C3.AI is one of the pure public companies out there. So the question is, can C3.AI make you a millionaire? Let's listen to the bulls first. The bulls believe C3.AI's tools put it in a prime spot to profit from the expansion of the global AI services market, which Grandview Research estimates will grow at a compound annual growth rate of 37% from 2023 to 2030, so over the next 7 years. C3.AI also has been integrating its AI tools into Alphabet's Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, and AWS. If it can maintain a compound annual growth rate of 15% over the next 15 years, it could grow its revenue tenfold from 267 million to 2.67 billion. Now let's listen to the case by the Bears. The Bears will point out that C3.AI doesn't actually develop AI tools. Instead, it still largely sells updated versions of the same machine learning software as it did back when it was known as C3 Energy and C3 Internet of Things. I did not know that. C3.AI's founder and CEO Tom Siebel is best known for selling his previous company, Siebel Systems. I do remember Siebel Systems, to Oracle for nearly $6 billion in 2006. C3.AI constant rebranding suggests the company was founded to attract potential suitors instead of growing as a standalone company. Very interesting. C3.AI's other weaknesses are easy to spot. It generates about 30% of its annual revenue from a joint venture with Baker Hughes. Baker Hughes is an oil service company. But that crucial deal is set to expire in fiscal 2025 with no guarantee of renewal. It also faces stiff competition from the likes of Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS. And because price has quadrupled this year, its enterprise value stands at 4.3 billion and is still 14 times higher than its projected revenue for fiscal 2024. So can C3.AI actually make you a millionaire? According to the article, they say instead of betting on C3.AI to make you a millionaire, investors should buy a more balanced play on the booming AI market. I will say, the video could make you a millionaire if you got in years ago. Um, but this video is about C3.AI. So let's look at the stock. And when you look at the monthly chart, you can see it went through and it's coming out of this accumulation phase. Hit a low of roughly $10, and it's currently at 37.23 after this pullback. Now this is interesting here. See this green extended range candle, selling pressure. The next month, June, bigger selling pressure. And we're starting off July with more selling pressure. So this is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. When I see 3 wicks in a row, that implies some type of reversal, at least a pullback. Let's scroll down to the weekly chart. And price has been respecting this uptrend line. Price has been pulling back from reaching high of this year at the $49 area. So at some point, price is going to break out to the upside or to the downside. Which direction? Well, let's go down to the daily chart. Let's get an idea from the past earnings. So they last reported earnings in May, and the stock was muted, eventually pulling back, which made sense because of the origin of the strong move higher. This pullback was inevitable. Took out the pivot high to the left. It's a good area to get long, which is why I did rebound. However, it was overextended once again, pulled back into this level here, and it's moving higher. But the fact that we didn't make a higher high leads me to believe that we're going to break out to the downside. However, let's look at earnings from March. Shot up higher. December was muted. August, prices shot down. June of last year, prices went down to close the day up. So we got 1, 2, 1, and 2. So you can't really get an idea from earnings. Earnings will be August 31st. So what's going to be the catalyst in the short term? We see the video continuing to break out. We see C3.AI consolidating. Again, my bias is price is going to break down. And to help with that thesis, we made a higher high, but the RSI has made a lower low. RSI is a momentum indicator, and the momentum is dying out. And if we close below 50, that tells me the trend is going to reverse. That trend being to the downside. So the trend is still up. However, if we get a close below 32.50, that means the trend has reversed after making a lower high and then a lower low. So if price breaks again, the 3250, we would have two lower highs and two lower lows. That's a trend reversal. Now, where can price get to on the downside? Possibly this cluster of trading at the 2750 level. And potentially that would be a bear trap. To potentially move higher. Don't know. As the volume was in this candle here after earnings. There's really no volume here. So prices could get lower. But I would anticipate prices at least pausing, as there was a lot of trading at this level in May. So I'm in agreement with the article. C3.AI will not make you a millionaire. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.